everyone, this is Kathryn Jankowski with another review on Real Talk. Last night I went and I saw Game Night, and all of my favorite people are in this movie. Jason Bateman, check. Arrested Development was one of my favorite shows. Rachel McAdams, a little surprising, but check. Lamorne Morris, Winston from New Girl, definitely the most underrated character. Game Night is getting weirdly good ratings. It got 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's about this group of couples who are friends. They get together once a week to have a game night. And this one night, one of the friends puts together kind of a murder mystery kind of game night. So when things start getting too realistic, the couples think it's just part of the game. But is it? I'm honestly still not sure. Going into this, I felt like it was gonna be a breath of fresh air. I feel like a lot of comedies these days are directed towards my age group. And while I think cussing can be funny, I think in certain types of films, there's just like way too much cussing for me, and it kind of seems like a cheap shot. Those elements of comedy can get kind of old when they're overdone. So I was hoping this would be a more classic comedy with an interesting storyline. It definitely was one of the better comedies that I've seen in a while. The characters and their relationships are really what made it for me. We kind of have this dumb jock character. His name is Ryan. He's played by Billy Magnuson. He was my favorite character because he was obviously like dumb, but he wasn't super dumb. He was just the right amount of stupid. The relationship between Max and Annie, the two main characters, is so sweet. It definitely wasn't your typical relationship that you see in a movie. They really embody what it means to be a team. With each couple, you find yourself really caring about their specific situations. I found myself really wanting to know what was gonna happen with each of their storylines because their dynamics were so unique and cute. Some of the more technical stuff that I thought was really cool were some of the really extreme long shots. They made the world that they were in look a bit fake to kind of make it seem like they were actually in a game, like on the board game of life. Metaphor, hello. So I thought that was a really nice touch. Another scene that I thought was really interesting was this scene where they're chasing each other around this house to try and get this egg away from the bad guys. It wasn't your typical action scene. It was one long shot of continuated action. I prefer action scenes with fewer cuts. I think that they're harder to do, and they're also more interesting to watch. The funniest scenes in the movie were actually really long scenes. This movie kind of reminded me of a bunch of SNL skits put together, which I'm not really mad about. I thought it was really well done. One of the best comedic scenes is one that you probably saw in the trailer. It's when Jason Bateman's character has like a squeaky toy in his mouth and Rachel McAdams' character is trying to get a bullet out of his arm. It's really funny. And it's really entertaining too. It's like 5 minutes long, but you don't get bored. You're in there. You really want to keep watching and keep laughing. There were some quick, funny one-liners, some that weren't that funny, but it was really all about these super long, well thought out sketches. These sketches were really funny on their own. The pacing of this movie was pretty good up until the end. The end went on for way too long. It should have ended like 10 minutes before it was actually over. There was one twist, then it twisted again. Way too long. I also got really bored with this side storyline between Jason Bateman's character, Max, and his brother Brooks, played by Kyle Chandler, who, by the way, did not live up to the standard that the other actors set for acting. Like, he was really mellow and really unenergetic. He was very fake, very monotone. At this point, I only really cared about the couples succeeding. I really just wanted to know how their storyline would come full circle and what would happen for the couples. This side plot with the brother, no. I rate this movie a 3 out of 5. Watching it was like getting on a mediocre roller coaster. You know, you get off, you're glad you went on, it was interesting, but did it really change your life? I definitely enjoyed the ride of this movie, but I would definitely suggest waiting and not seeing it in theaters. I would say this is the kind of movie that you'd sit down with a group of friends, get some popcorn, and watch it in the living room. It doesn't need to be on the big screen to be enjoyed. So don't waste your money. This has been another movie review on Real Talk. Join me next week for another movie review.